Good morning everyone, welcome to today's Wednesday's walk and talk. I actually haven't done one for quite a while. Well, certainly not since I've launched my business 4 months ago. So the first thing I wanted to say is thank you to everyone who supported me when I launched Love Your Job. The support was overwhelming, loads and loads of shares and likes and comments, and I really appreciate that. It really meant a lot to me. And it's been going really well ever since. Good news is, so I've got 5 new clients with me, already giving me briefs, already filling roles. So it's going fantastic. And a lot is down to support from you. Of course, I'm still looking for new clients. So if there's anyone out there looking for a creative recruiter who's a creative themselves, please do get in touch with me. What a beautiful day it is today. Perfect timing for a walk. And I was thinking, what do I talk about today? Because as a lot of you know, I've done about 15 already. They're all on my website. I will put a link to that up here again afterwards. Bear with me while I climb over these trees here. And I was thinking, what can I do? And I didn't want to go over old ground. And then actually my partner Celise had mentioned it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week. And funny enough, I was thinking about doing something around that. And when she said that, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do that. So, since I've launched Love Your Job, you know, I'm still talking to 1, maybe 2 creatives a day. Great conversations, not only portfolios, but we do get round to what it's like out there right now, mindset, mental health, etc, etc. You have to excuse me, I don't know if I'm going a different way this time. Bear with me. And we have some really great conversations. And I thought I would just talk about the conversations I have with them, which I know from feedback from them really helps. Now, most of you will know, because you've been in it long enough, that we are in an industry that is just constantly up, down. Whether you've been in this industry 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, you know what it's like. It's not consistent. And often what goes on in our world is no reflection on what goes on in the outside world. You know, the world could be booming and we still get loads of redundancies in our industry. The world outside could be terrible and we've got a lot of people really busy. It's really like that, and it's something you have to get used to. Again, you know, 2024 last year I think was one of the worst years we've had, and 2025, you know, maybe not as bad but still not good, and it still needs to pick up. And you know, I see a lot of people busy on LinkedIn and I see a lot of people not, whether that's recruiters, agencies. And when I have these conversations with creative, this is what I say, is one size doesn't fit all. What I mean by that is, just because someone's busy over there doesn't mean someone's busy over there. And just because someone's quiet over there doesn't mean someone's quiet over here. Now we have a choice in life, and this is all down to us as human beings, where our focus goes. There's a lovely saying, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Now that's great if we're focusing on something great and positive, but not when it's bad, not when it's negative. And again, depending on the sort of person you are, we will focus on different things. I'm quite an optimistic. People that know me or have even seen me on here will know I look at life, you know, in a positive way. I'm a big believer in, you know, creating your own life, your own future, going for it. You know, I would never have launched Love Your Job on the back of one of the worst years ever if I was really worried about what could happen. By the way, I know it's still tough here, and who knows what's going to happen. But my mindset was, I really want to do this, so I'm going to do it. And the conversation I have with creatives nowadays is, look, you have a choice. And that's what, you know, life's all about choices. What do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on some of your mates, you know, being made redundant, some of your mates who haven't worked for 6 months, even if you haven't worked for a long time? Do you want to focus on that? And if you do, the problem with that is it's very negative on you from a mental health point of view, for any of us. Or Do you want to focus on those that you know are super busy? Those agencies that are super busy? And that's where I like to put my focus. You know, right now, I know a lot of people are quiet. Some haven't worked for a month or two. Some it might be 6 months or more. Some are having to take other jobs to get them through this still hard patch. And I know others super busy. And they look at me as if to say sometimes, "You sure, Tony, it's that quiet out there?" Well, it is, because that's what our industry is like. And when I have these conversations, I say to them, look, yeah, the bad news is you got half that aren't, but the good news is you got half that are. Where do you want to focus? If you focus on the half that aren't, you're going to be dragged into that from a mental point of view, and it's not good. As we all know, we've all been there, including myself. Or do you want to focus on those that you know are busy, on those agencies that are busy, those agencies that are hiring? And that's where I would say focus. Because our industry, like I said earlier on, it is like a game of two halves. There's two different parts of the industry right now. Very, very busy and very, very quiet. And the thing I've got to say is there's no difference between the people out of work and in work. I talk to brilliant creatives. A lot of you hopefully are watching this. I talk to you and you're brilliant creative. Your work's fantastic. And you're as good, if not better, than some of those that are super, super busy and are in work. And we often say, well, why is that, you know? And the thing with our industry is, we know you don't get made redundant. Very rarely do you get made redundant because you're not very good. It doesn't happen. You know, there's a lot of good creatives here at work and a lot of good creatives in work. And one of the things I think, actually, sometimes the difference is just timing, being in the right place, the right time, right person, which is why I always say to people, yeah, you don't want to send someone an email every day or a message, but just keep, you know, send that odd email to a recruiter or a CD to let them know you're around, because sometimes it's as simple as you send in an email and you see in your portfolio, 2 days later they get a brief, and guess what? They go, oh God, yeah, Bob or Joe sent me something 2 days ago. Sometimes that's the only difference between being in and out of work. Like I say, I speak to many brilliant creatives every day that aren't working, right? And they're as good, if not better, than those that are. So why are they out of work? Like I say, there's many reasons. One of them is just sometimes timing, luck, right place, right time. And what I say to them, or what I'm saying to you guys, is if you can, because I know it's not easy, right? It's not easy, because and it's, you know, it's not going to solve every problem, but try and focus on the positive of what's going on, the busy mates, the busy agencies, the busy recruiters, because there are some. Not every recruiter can be busy right now. You know, I've just started, so I'm not over busy, but the fact I've got 5 clients in 4 months and it's going in the right direction, I'm having loads of conversations with other agencies, and hopefully it'll continue. But I will still look on the positive side. I'm not going to get sucked in on, oh my God, you know, another day without this, someone else be made redundant. I'm going to focus on the positive, because I believe I'm going to make it work. I believe there's going to be a turnaround. And I think you guys should do the same if you can. I'm not saying it's easy, I know it's not. But focus on those that you know are in work. Focus on the busy, focus on the agencies doing it. Don't get drawn in to the negative. That's easily done. Like I say, just doing it's not going to suddenly get you a job, but I do think mentally it's going to help you. And on that, as you know, I'm walking around. One of the things you can do also on a beautiful day like this. Right, so I'm in over Tunbridge Wells, as a lot of you will know. I'm just having a little walk around the common, which is beautiful. Look at the sun shining. Do this. Go to your local park. Go for a walk. If you're near the sea, fantastic. Go by the sea. Go for a walk. The best way of being present is in nature. Smell, feel, touch. It really helps. You know, most of us will live our life worrying about the past with regret, or worrying about the future and getting anxious about it, and often it never happens, as we know. But very few of us live in the present, and that's why it's called the present. It's a present. And by going into nature, like even today, walking around here, touching, feeling, smelling, it's beautiful. It really helps, I think, your mental health. So do that today. If you're not working, even if you're working, have a little walk into nature or by the sea. I think it's going to help. All right, that's 10 minutes now. That's enough. But yeah, please, if you can, focus on the positive, not the negative. It will help. Okay, we can't do it 100% of the time. We're all going to get the odd bad day. I still get them. You know, I've got a poster in my office that says it's okay not to be okay. You know, we can allow ourselves those days, couple days of sulking, being pissed off with the world, had enough. Let that go, then, you know, shake it out, start again. So focus on the positive, focus on, actually there's still a lot of people busy out here. Focus on yourself, keep working hard. Try not get drawn into negative parts of our industry in life, because it doesn't help any of us, including me, because it happens to me as well. Even though I'm most of the time have a good outlook on life, I'll have days where, you know what, I feel sorry for myself. I question things, but I'll only give myself a day or two to do it, and then I'll snap out of it. And I'd say to you guys, if you can do the same, please do it. Right, I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the sun. If you're not working, this is the other thing. Learn to enjoy the time off. It took me years and years and years to stop stressing out about, oh my God, I haven't earned this amount today. Long time it took me, but if you can get to a point of actually enjoying those days off, use these days like this. Go and sit in the park, go and read a book. Take in the smells, the freshness, beautiful. Anyway, have a fantastic week, and maybe I'll do one in a couple of weeks' time where I can think of another subject to think of, because I've covered most. I'll put a link in here also to my walks and talks that's on the website. And again, thank you to all of you that supported, love your job and me. It's going brilliantly. Please continue supporting me, and of course recommended me to any agencies and any other creatives you can think of. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye.